Ever wondered if you could lose 20 pounds, not just quickly, but in a way that actually lasts? Forget the crash diets and the endless cardio. Today, we're diving deep into the science of rapid, sustainable fat loss. We're going to build a step-by-step roadmap, backed by real physiological data, to help you achieve that goal without sacrificing your health or sanity. Why 20 pounds? It's a significant, life-changing number for many, often representing a major shift in health, confidence, and how you feel every single day. But what does it really take? Physiologically, losing this amount of weight involves a series of complex metabolic adjustments. It's not just about a number on the scale. It's about reshaping your body composition, preserving precious muscle, and rewiring your habits for long-term success. So, if you're ready to move past the myths and understand the real mechanics of effective weight loss, you're in the right place. We're about to decode the entire process, from your plate to your pillow, giving you the exact tools you need to finally make it happen. Stick with me, because this isn't just another weight loss video. This is your blueprint for transformation. Let's start with the absolute bedrock of any successful fat loss journey: nutrition. The first principle you must master is the calorie deficit. It's simple physics, really. You need to consume fewer calories than your body burns. But how do you know your magic number? It starts with your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. This is the energy your body uses just to stay alive, to keep your heart beating and lungs breathing. You can find a calculator online to get a good estimate based on your age, gender, height, and weight. But we don't just lie in bed all day. So, the next step is calculating your total daily energy expenditure, or TEED. This accounts for your BMR plus all the activity you do, from walking to the kitchen to intense workouts. Once you have your TEED, a smart and sustainable deficit is typically around 500 calories per day. This should lead to about 1 pound of fat loss per week, which is a healthy and manageable pace. Now, not all calories are created equal. This brings us to macronutrients: protein, carbs, and fats. For fat loss, protein is your superhero. We're not just talking about a little chicken here and there. The scientific consensus for preserving muscle while in a calorie deficit is aiming for around 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight. Why is this so critical? When you lose weight, your body doesn't just burn fat. It can also burn muscle. Losing muscle is a metabolic disaster because muscle is what burns calories at rest. By keeping your protein intake high, you send a powerful signal to your body: burn the fat, spare the muscle. This keeps your metabolism fired up and helps you look toned and strong, not just skinny. Fat foods like lean meats, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, and legumes should become staples in your diet. Next up, let's talk about the unsung heroes of feeling full and satisfied: micronutrients and fiber. This is where the concept of volume eating comes into play. You can eat a massive, satisfying salad packed with leafy greens, cucumbers, bell peppers, and broccoli for a fraction of the calories of a small, dense, processed snack. Fiber slows down digestion, keeping you fuller for longer and stabilizing your blood sugar levels. This prevents those dreaded energy crashes and ravenous hunger pangs that lead to bad food choices. So, fill your plate with non-starchy vegetables. They're nutrient-dense, low in calories, and will make your calorie deficit feel effortless. Finally, let's talk about hydration. Water isn't just for quenching thirst. It's a metabolic powerhouse. Studies have shown that drinking enough water can actually boost your metabolic rate. Proper hydration is also essential for a process called lipolysis, which is literally your body breaking down fat for energy. When you're dehydrated, every process in your body slows down, including fat oxidation. Aim for at least 8-10 glasses a day, and even more if you're active. A simple trick is to drink a large glass of water before each meal. It aids digestion and can help you feel fuller, naturally reducing the amount you eat. Mastering these 4 nutritional pillars: a calculated deficit, high protein, high fiber, and proper hydration creates the perfect internal environment for your body to start efficiently burning fat. Now that our nutrition is dialed in, let's move to phase 2, strategic exercise. And I want to be crystal clear on this point. You cannot out-train a bad diet, but when combined with proper nutrition, the right kind of exercise becomes an incredibly powerful accelerator for fat loss and body recomposition. The non-negotiable cornerstone of your workout plan must be resistance training. Lifting weights. I know for some, the weight room can be intimidating, but let me explain why it is absolutely critical. As we discussed, preserving muscle is paramount during weight loss. Resistance training is the single most effective signal you can send to your body to hold onto and even build lean muscle tissue while you're in a calorie deficit. More muscle means a higher resting metabolism, meaning you burn more calories 24/7, even while you sleep. This is the secret to avoiding the dreaded metabolic slowdown that plagues so many dieters. You don't need to become a professional bodybuilder. 2 to 3 full body sessions per week, focusing on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, push-ups, and rows, is more than enough to reap these incredible benefits. Now, let's talk about cardio. Many people think fat loss means hours and hours on the treadmill, but we need to think smarter. Let's differentiate between EAT, which is exercise activity thermogenesis, your planned workouts, and NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. NEAT is all the movement you do throughout the day that isn't formal exercise: walking to your car, taking the stairs, fidgeting, doing chores. This is a secret weapon. Simply aiming for a daily step count, like 8,000 to 10,000 steps, can dramatically increase your TEAD without adding the stress or hunger that intense cardio sessions sometimes can. It's a low-intensity, sustainable way to burn hundreds of extra calories every single day. So, park further away, take walking breaks from your desk, and make movement a natural part of your life. When it comes to your planned cardio, your EAT, we have two main tools: height and LIS. Height, or high-intensity interval training, involves short bursts of all-out effort followed by brief recovery periods. Think sprints on a bike or treadmill. It's incredibly time-efficient, burning a lot of calories in a short amount of time and creating a significant afterburn effect, where your metabolism stays elevated for hours post-workout. LIS, or low-intensity steady-state cardio, is the opposite, moving at a steady, manageable pace for a longer duration, like a 45-minute brisk walk or light jog. So which one is better? They both have their place. Height is great for a quick, potent metabolic boost, but it's also very taxing on the body. Doing it too often can lead to burnout. LIS is less stressful, can be done more frequently, and is excellent for fat burning and recovery. A balanced approach might be 1 or 2 height sessions per week on non-lifting days, and using LIS, like our 10,000 daily steps, as your consistent, everyday foundation. By combining non-negotiable resistance training with the power of daily movement and strategically placed cardio, you create a powerful, 3-pronged exercise strategy that torches fat, builds a strong and resilient body, and supercharges your metabolism for the long haul. We've covered nutrition and exercise, the two big players. But to truly make your results last and avoid the rebound, we need to address phase 3, the lifestyle pillars. These are the often overlooked factors that can make or break your success. First, let's talk about sleep. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity, especially for fat loss. When you are sleep deprived, your entire hormonal system goes haywire. Specifically, two key hormones that regulate hunger are affected: ghrelin and leptin. Ghrelin is the go hormone. It tells your brain you're hungry. Leptin is the stop hormone. It signals that you're full. With just one night of poor sleep, studies show that ghrelin levels spike and leptin levels plummet. This creates a perfect storm. You feel hungrier, your cravings for high-calorie, sugary foods intensify, and you feel less satisfied after you eat. On top of that, lack of sleep also reduces your insulin sensitivity and can increase cortisol. Our next topic: Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Keep your room cool and dark, and stay off your phone before bed. Prioritizing sleep is like giving yourself a free hormonal advantage in your fat loss journey. Next up is stress management. We all have stress, but chronic, unrelenting stress is a major roadblock to fat loss. When you're chronically stressed, your body pumps out a hormone called cortisol. In the short term, cortisol is helpful. It gives you a burst of energy in a fight or flight situation. But when it's constantly elevated, cortisol signals your body to store fat, particularly around the midsection. It can also increase cravings for comfort foods, break down muscle tissue, and interfere with sleep, creating a vicious cycle. You can't eliminate stress, but you can manage your response to it. Incorporate practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, journaling, or spending time in nature. Even just 10 minutes a day can make a profound difference in lowering your cortisol levels and getting your body out of a constant state of emergency. Finally, let's talk about consistency and tracking. What gets measured gets managed. You wouldn't try to navigate to a new city without a map, so why approach your health transformation without data? This doesn't mean you need to be obsessive, but consistent tracking provides invaluable feedback. Use a food tracking app for a few weeks to understand your calorie and macro intake. Track your workouts, the weights you're lifting, the reps you're doing to ensure you're making progress. Take progress photos and measurements once a month. The scale can be deceptive, fluctuating daily due to water weight and other factors. Photos and measurements often tell a more accurate story of your changing body composition. This data keeps you accountable, allows you to troubleshoot when you hit a plateau, and provides powerful motivation when you see just how far you've come. These pillars, sleep hygiene, stress management, and consistent tracking, are the glue that holds your nutrition and exercise efforts together, transforming a temporary diet into a permanent, healthy lifestyle. Alright, let's bring it all together. We've built a comprehensive roadmap to losing 20 pounds sustainably. It starts with a solid nutritional foundation, a calculated 5.0 calorie deficit, prioritizing high protein intake at 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight to spare muscle, filling up on high fiber vegetables for satiety, and staying super hydrated to optimize your metabolism. Then, we amplify our results with strategic exercise, non-negotiable resistance training 2 to 3 times a week to build and preserve metabolic boosting muscle, complemented by the consistent, low-stress calorie burn from hitting 8,000 to 10,000 steps daily, and sprinkling in 1 or 2 height sessions for a time-efficient metabolic spike. Finally, we cement our progress for the long term with the lifestyle pillars, mastering our sleep to regulate hunger hormones, managing stress to control cortisol, and using tracking as a tool for accountability and motivation. This is the science-backed formula, but I want to end with a crucial dose of reality. True transformation takes time and consistency. There will be days when you're not motivated. There will be weeks when the scale doesn't move. That is normal. The goal isn't perfection, it's persistence. It's about getting back on track after an off meal, not an off week. This plan is designed to prevent the yo-yo effect by building a robust metabolism and healthy habits, not by starving yourself. You are building a body that is not just leaner, but stronger, healthier, and more resilient. You have the blueprint. You have the science. The only missing ingredient is your action. Start small. Pick one thing from this video, maybe it is tracking your protein or adding a daily walk, and master it this week. Then add another. Small, consistent steps are what lead to massive, lasting change. You absolutely have the power to do this. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more science-based health content. Let's get started on your journey.